Welcome to Little English Studio. Today's episode is a powerful tale of resilience, imagination, and transformation. We'll dive into the inspiring life of one of the most beloved authors of our time, J.K. Rowling, the woman behind Harry Potter. Let's explore how a struggling single mother became a literary legend. Once upon a time, in a small town in England, a little girl named Joanne Rowling was born on July 31st, 1965, in Yate, Gloucestershire. Her parents, Peter and Anne, were hardworking and encouraged young Joanne to read from a very young age. Books became her closest friends. Her favorite childhood stories were The Little White Horse by Elizabeth Gouge and Anything by C.S. Lewis and Jane Austen. As a child, Joanne, who went by the nickname Jo, was known for her vivid imagination and deep love of storytelling. She began writing fantasy stories when she was just 6 years old, creating characters and magical worlds with a pencil and notebook. Her first story was about a rabbit called Rabbit who got measles and was visited by friends with magical powers. Joanne attended the Wydian School and College, where she was described as a shy but bright student. Her favorite subject was English, and she often lost herself in writing long essays and stories. After graduating, she went on to study French and the classics at the University of Exeter. Though her degree was practical, she never lost her dream of becoming a writer. After college, Joanne moved to London and worked at Amnesty International as a bilingual secretary but life was far from glamorous. While she appreciated the cause, she often felt disconnected and dreamed of more creative work. Then came the train ride that changed everything. In 1990, while traveling from Manchester to London, an idea struck her lightning. A story about a boy who discovers he is a wizard. The idea captivated her completely. She didn't have a pen, so she sat in her seat and imagined the characters and world of Hogwarts during the 4-hour delay. Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, Dumbledore all began forming in her mind. She began writing Harry Potter that very night. But life would throw many challenges her way before the world would meet the boy wizard. In the early 1990s, Joanne's mother passed away after a long battle with multiple sclerosis. Heartbroken and adrift, Joanne moved to Portugal to teach English. There, she married a Portuguese journalist and had a daughter, Jessica. However, the marriage was short-lived, and she soon found herself a single mother, unemployed, and living in Edinburgh, Scotland, struggling with depression and feeling hopeless. Rowling began receiving government assistance. It was a dark time in her life. She often wrote in cafes, with her baby daughter sleeping beside her. She later said she was as poor as it is possible to be in modern Britain without being homeless. But she didn't give up. She poured her soul into finishing the manuscript for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. After completing the book, she faced rejection after rejection to 12 publishing houses turned it down. Finally, in 1996, Bloomsbury, a small publishing house, agreed to publish the book, thanks in part to the 8-year-old daughter of an editor who read the first chapter and loved it. They gave her a small advance and suggested she use initials instead of her full name, thinking boys might not want to read a fantasy book written by a woman. So she became J.K. Rowling. The book was published in 1997 and became an instant hit, children and adults alike were enchanted by the story of the orphan boy who lived under the stairs and discovered his magical destiny. The series grew, with each book more successful than the last. J.K. Rowling became a household name, and the Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon. Over the next decade, Rowling published 6 more books in the series. Each was met with midnight release parties, long lines at bookstores, and international fanfare. The books were translated into over 80 languages and sold more than 500 million copies. The Harry Potter universe expanded into blockbuster movies, a theme park, merchandise, stage plays, and Rowling became the first author to become a billionaire, though she later lost that status due to charitable giving. Despite her fame and wealth, Rowling never forgot her roots. She donated millions to causes like multiple sclerosis research and children's charities. She also founded Lumos, a charity aimed at ending the institutionalization of children worldwide. However, her public journey wasn't without controversy. In recent years, Rowling's comments on social media have drawn criticism and sparked heated debates. This complicated her relationship with some fans, but many still respect her contributions to literature and philanthropy. In addition to Harry Potter, Rowling has written books for adults, including The Casual Vacancy and the Cormoran Strike Detective series under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance, from poverty and rejection to creating a magical universe that defined a generation. J.K. Rowling's journey is one of courage, resilience, and the magic of imagination. Thank you for watching this inspiring story of J.K. Rowling. Never stop dreaming, even in the darkest of times. Hope and imagination can light the way. Subscribe to Little English Studio for more stories of extraordinary lives. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a magical tale. What story should we tell next? Leave a comment below.